Okay. Are we live? All right, we are live from Cazenovia High School. This is going to be a beautiful day for football here as the Cazenovia Lakers home opener against the Solvay Bearcats. Both teams are coming in winless. Cazenovia at 0-2, the Bearcats at 0-1. Both teams coming off losses to Bishop Ludden. Both games were very close. One possession losses for both teams. We're expecting this to be a very close game. Up next, we've got player introductions, and it is senior night for the Cazenovia Lakers. So they are going to do a little bit of talking about the seniors, player introductions, and we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner played by Slater De Leon and Greg Wakeman. Make sure you stay tuned. All right, we are live from Cazenovia High School here. Solvay has opted to kick off. To Bishop Ludden. Both were one possession games. And here's the opening kickoff. And that is going to go, not sure what that's called. That's called out of. It's going to be Cazenovia ball going the other way. For Cazenovia, should be an interesting game. I know the Solvay defense, a lot of times they have a five-man front, so it's going to be tough for Cazenovia to run their read option. That is a staple of the Cazenovia. There for Hoke, well done. Nice run. A lot of his run plays up the middle, as again, that five-man line from he breaks there. This Hoke, the ball came out at the end, but he was down. That is going to stay with Cazenovia. Great run from Hoke, and that is going to get a new set of downs for Cazenovia. He had one break and he would have been gone, but well done nonetheless. Very nicely done from Hoke. We've seen two design runs here for QB sophomore JP Hoke, and he's picked up about 20 yards here in two runs. The Lakers stay in the same set. See what they look to do here. This is going to be McColl up the middle, and that's going to be a nice run as well. He's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards. Well done by McColl. This Cazenovia offense is moving early, having no issue working up the middle on this Solvay defense. Cazenovia not messing around early. The defensive ends from Solvay get to the quarterback extremely quickly, and so they are not trying to give the Solvay defense any time, and they are just running it straight up the middle, putting the pressure on them early. They've got 4 receivers out wide now, does Cazenovia. Another run for Hoke. It's going to be a pickup of a couple. This is going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and short here for the Cazenovia Lakers. 3rd and about 4 to go here. Be interesting to see how the Lakers handle this. This isn't quite short enough for an easy run play up the middle. Let's see if first passing play. This is going to be a screen. Screen pass. Oh, and the ball pops out. Penalty flag is on the field. The ball popped out there. That was A.J. Rothfeld, who that screen pass was to, and he really couldn't find any daylight. The ball popped out. Recovered by the Lakers, though, and is now going to be 4th down. And they went backwards there about 6 yards. This is going to be 4th and 10. This will be a punt from Cazenovia. So they're able to do some damage here in the field position game. They aren't putting up any points in their first possession, though. This is going to be senior Patrick Link punting for the Cazenovia Lakers. And this is Reel back for Solvay as he's going to return this punt. Punt goes wide, and they're going to be at maybe the 20-yard line is Solvay, headed the other way. And it'll be interesting to see what Solvay's offense brings here. The Lakers have been in a cover 2 most of this season, so it'll be interesting to see if they stick with that. And that gives up some seam routes. And number 3 for Solvay, Russell Tarbell, he's a senior. He is an incredible speedster. If he gets the ball in the flat, it could be dangerous for Cazenovia, as once he breaks free, he is very tough to track down. Let's see what Solvay looks to do early here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a run play to set this up. Or maybe they'll force it to Tarbell first possession here. This is going to be a run play. Solvay's going to pick up some yards. That play's called dead. I think that's a pickup of maybe 3 or 4 yards for Solvay. Lakers look like they're running, not sure if it's a 3-4 or a 4-3 here on defense, but 7 in the box it looks like nonetheless. Yeah, this is a 3-4 here for the Lakers. Solvay brings 4 out wide, 1 in the backfield. Oh, and this is an option play here. This is Ellsworth, I believe, on the run. And he's got nowhere to go. Well done by the Cazenovia defense to track him out of bounds. Ellsworth, a junior here. Strong QB play from Solvay, as their quarterback last year was a D1 athlete, and they had another player who now plays for Syracuse University. So Solvay, a very storied program here. They've had strong quarterback play for years now, and Ellsworth is no exception. An excellent, excellent quarterback. They had that read option there first. Let's see what they go for here on this second down. This is going to be 2nd and 8. Ball on the 35. And he's going to roll out wide and find. Oh, wow, what a catch. That's DePold there with a great catch on the sideline. You know what? That was called, I think it was called out. I was on the far sideline, so I did not see the line judge there. I believe that was called out. So a nice throw there from Ellsworth as he was rolling out to his right side. Found DePold down the field, but just a little bit wide. Yet to see Tarbell get involved. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a play here for Tarbell. I also wouldn't be surprised if they end up using him in the backfield, as he's so dangerous with the ball in his hands. Here's a punt from Solvay. And Cazenovia is going to have the ball at about the 36, headed the other way. Let's see what the Lakers can get going here. All right, so on that first drive, the Lakers had 3 runs up the middle, 2 with quarterback J.P. Hoke and 1 with McColl right up the middle, and they got some yardage off of it, but ended up with 1 first down, before having to punt. Be interesting to see if they go back to that plan. They found some success with it. Oh, that's a fumble. Oh, and that's going to be Solvay picking it up, a flag down. If that does not get called back, this is going to be a Solvay touchdown. Washington there with that fumble, and it does. As they were able to recover that fumble, that was Hoke, recovered by Sam Washington. He runs it in for 6 points, and they're going to be looking for 7 here. Oh, and that's a bad snap, and that's just going to end up being a missed PAT there for the Bearcats. That lead is going to stay at 6. We've got about 8:32 left here in this first quarter of football, and now Cazenovia did a nice job to win the field position battle early in the game, but they give up 6 points on a turnover, on a fumble, and that is going to, all that work down the drain is now they're going to be having to fight that field position battle again, as the Solvay Bearcats are going to be kicking off to the Cazenovia Lakers. Link and Kent are back for the Lakers, ready to receive this kickoff from the Bearcats. Cazenovia is going to look maybe for a big chunk play here, try to get some offense going. They had good success early running it up the middle, which if the Solvay defense is worried about the run up the middle, they could easily find Link or Kent in the seam for a big play or down the sideline. Both of them have caught big passes on the sideline Kent had a huge one last week against Ludden that ended up not counting as it was called just out, but that would have been a 50-yard completion had he caught that in bounds. It's going to be the kickoff from Solvay, up by 6 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. That's going to be fielded by Rothfeld. He's going to pick up some yards here. Well done by Rothfeld. This is going to be about the 36-yard line, so just about where they were. So that is good field position here for the Lakers. They got to feel good about return, as that puts them right back where they were. Now a 6-point deficit they're not happy about, but at least the field position, they are doing okay. So Hoke is going to look to shake that off. Not sure if that was really a fumbled ball or a missed snap there on that fumble from Hoke. But in either event, he's going to look to shake it off here. Look for either a big completion or another run up the middle. I'm guessing we won't see much of that read option, as Solvay again has 5 on the line. Oh, it's a 4-3, excuse me. This is going to be McColl running out wide. Yeah, that was a tough play there. Solvay read that all the way, and it's really going to be hard to run on Solvay on the outside. They really are going to want to look to the inside to get those gains. That 4-3 or 5-2 defense that Solvay is running, it's going to be really, really tough to get to the outside. That is a no gain there from McColl. About 8 minutes left here in this first quarter. Ball is on the 32. 2nd down and 10 here for Cazenovia. This is going to be a passing play, first of the game. Looking for Kent down the sideline. He's got space. Huge catch from Kent. He gets brought down immediately by the Bearcats. That is a huge play from Kent, though. He got a ton of space right off the gun there. He had about 4 or 5 yards. Goes up huge. Well done there from Kent. Huge play. Cazenovi's got to feel good about that. That was a great pass from Hoke and a wonderful catch from Kent. I'm sure the Bearcats are now thinking, uh-oh, we've got to worry not about those runs up the middle as much as those big chunk plays. Cazenovia has a number of receivers who can make catches like that. Link is on the other side, and he is another speedster. Lakers first down here on Solvay's 30. McColl up the middle. Oh, and that's a gain of quite a few. Not sure if it's going to move the chains, but it's a big gain. Yeah, that does move the chains. Huge pickup for McColl. Nice run from McColl. So we see Cazenovia having a lot of success running up the middle, and then the passing plays down the seams have been the 2 areas of success so far. Be interesting to see. They're in the red zone. They're on the 19. 1st and 10 on the 19. This is a long way to run in. The field is very, gets smaller, and it's much harder to score. Be interesting to see if they look for a pass play here. Oh, that's a huge pass. Oh, yeah, it goes out the back. I believe that was to Link, who they were looking for there. The pocket deteriorated quickly on Hoke, and he had to throw it away there to avoid getting sacked. Well done by Hoke not to take a sack there. That pocket deteriorated very quickly. The offensive line here from Cazenovia has got to make sure that they give Hoke enough time. I think that was a run-pass option. I'm not sure exactly what the play call was, but he did not have much time there before he had to get rid of it. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 19 for Cazenovia. About 7 minutes left here in this first quarter. And that's a nice option run from Hoke up the middle. He picked up maybe 5 or 6 yards. We'll have to see where the official spot is, maybe 7. Nice run from Hoke. This is going to be third and 3, 3rd and 4. This is a tough down. Cazenovia had an issue there with about 3 or 4 yards to go. It's far enough where it's unreliable to run, but short enough where passing plays are tricky. Let's see if they look for something short here. No, this is going to be Hoke up the middle. He's got a first down, I believe. No, he cut it to the right there. I'm not sure if he ended up moving the chains there or not. If not, it's going to be 4th and inches. No, not quite 4th and inches. 4th and short here. It's going to be 4th and 1. Down by 6. It's always interesting to see what Coach Martin will choose to do here. He could cut the lead in half and kick a field goal, or only 1 yard to go. They've had so much success running it up the middle with both McColl and Hoke. Seems like they ought to be able to get 1 yard, but then again, the Solvay defense is going to know exactly what's coming. They may stack this box and put linebackers right behind And Casanovia's going to go for it here. Or try to pull Solvay off sides. Oh, they're going for it. High snap. Hoke takes it. I believe he got it. Maybe not, though. Solvay seems very pleased with the result there. No, he did not make it. I believe someone is down for Casanovia. That is Hoke. Hopefully he is okay. He's down on the field as he's being tended to. Solvay offense here is going to come out, headed the other way on about the 10-yard line. So I believe Coach Martin thought, you know what, even if we don't get this first down, it's going to be so challenging for Solvay to get any field position here. The field position game has been won by Casanovia early. It's really the 6-point difference was just on that one fumble where Solvay was able to pick it up and bring it the distance. We'll see if that gamble pays off here, as if they get a quick 3 and out, they could be in great field position here. We're going to take a quick break here as the trainers are looking at quarterback J.P. Hoke. We will be back in about a minute here once that is taken care of. All right, Hoke needed a little bit of help getting off the field. We'll have to see if that turns out to be a stinger and he can come back, or if he's going to be out for the game. I believe backup quarterback Jack Burns is also out this game, so hopefully Casanovia can find a solution here. Hopefully Hoke will be back. If you're just joining us, this is the Casanovia Lakers home opener against the Solvay Bearcats. Solvay is up early in this game 6-0 on a fumble recovery that they were able to turn into 6 points. We've got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Solvay Bearcats have the ball on the 10-yard line. That was a no gain there. This is going to be 2nd and 10 on the 10 for the Bearcats. They're going to have a long way to go to score another touchdown. Hoke is still being attended to on the sideline, so hopefully he's able to come back, as that really is going to hinder this Casanovia offense if he's not in. And that, I believe, is going to be a neutral zone infraction on the defense. No, that's a false start on the offense, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. They're going to be 2nd and 15 now. Was that? Yeah, 2nd and 15, 2nd and 14 here, with the ball on the 2-yard line, I believe. I'm on the far side of the field. I'm not sure exactly what yard line they are on, but they've got a long way to go here and not a lot of room behind them. They definitely can't take a sack here. Yeah, they're going to run, as they definitely don't want to have a safety called. Casanovia, I'm sure, is hoping here they can get a quick 3 and out. that offsides call against the Bearcats definitely going to help their cause here. Now it is 3rd down, 14 to go here for the Solvay. That's not much of a gain there on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 3rd down. It'll be interesting to see if they go for a big play here and risk taking a safety, or if they're just going to try to get a few more yards, play the field position game, and go for a big punt. They're looking for a big gain here. Oh, and that is off the hands of number 11, Venturini. Couldn't quite handle that. That back shoulder throw, very tough to handle. And that's going to be the punt team coming out for the Bearcats. Casanovi's got to be happy as that gamble paid off. Like J.P. Hoke, this could be tough for the Lakers. Let's see who ends up playing quarterback here. And it'll be interesting to see how Solvay adjusts to this, as they will know that we had a helmet come off there from Olkowski. This is going to be Livingston checking in here for the Lakers as that equipment malfunction is tended to. We've got 2nd and 10, so that was a no gain there from the Lakers. We've got Hunter Pickard, senior Hunter Pickard, is taking over the quarterbacking duties here for the Lakers as Hoke is out. It'll be interesting to see how both teams react to this. There's going to be a timeout called from the Lakers, as I'm sure they're going to try to figure out how they can be creative with their offensive attack here without their starting quarterback. They have excellent weapons on the outside with Kent and Link, but it's difficult to get them the ball when the pocket collapses so quickly, and you've got a backup quarterback there, a wide receiver himself. It's going to be really tough for the Lakers to be gaining yards here, and particularly because Solvay is going to know that their plan is going to be to run it up the middle. That's what they did on 1st down, and that's going to be their game plan here. The read option is not really going to work, as that five-man front from Solvay is going to shut it down quickly. So really, Solvay, if they can stack the box here, it's going to be very tough for Casanova to move the ball. I'm sure they're talking about that in the huddle right now, how they're going to attempt that. Maybe they will look for some shallow slants from those 2 wide receivers, and make him some easier throws for Pickard, as I don't think he's played quarterback at all this season. I think these are his first snaps at quarterback. So very tough job here. Big ask to just hop in the game and play quarterback. They may go to a 4-3 here, as they're more worried about the runs up the middle than they are runs to the outside. This is going to be Olkowski coming back in, as his helmet has been repaired. See Rothfeld in the slot, Kent out wide, Link in the slot as well. There's a flag on the play. Not sure exactly what the call is. Oh, that is offsides on the offense, and the Lakers are going to be headed backwards, which is not good news when you're having trouble moving the ball already. You really can't give away free yards, and particularly, their strategy early has been to play the field position game. Penalty yards absolutely kill your field position. It'll be interesting to see if the Lakers can recover here. They may have to go for a chunk play here. Take a few shots at it. Pickard looking deep for Kent. Kent again. Huge catch from Kent. Wow. He is unstoppable down the field. Great throw from Pickard, too. Boy, when your backup quarterback's throwing like that, you might be okay. Beautiful throw from Pickard. Huge catch from Kent again. He looks like Randy Moss down there. He's just catching everything. Big play from Cazenovia. Now this will be, there's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. And this will be 1st and 10. Let's see if they try to throw it again here. Yeah, and they will. Looking to the outside. Oh, and that's going to be intercepted. Pickard didn't quite get enough air under that ball. I believe that was intended for Rothfeld. And that's going to be intercepted. We're going to be headed back the other way for Solvay. I'm not sure exactly where the ball is downed. The scoreboard says the 20. It looked like it was a little bit deeper than that, though. Or it may have been in the end zone, and this will just be touchback to the 20-yard line. In either event, Solvay's going to have the ball on the 20, headed back the other way, 1st and 10 for Solvay. And the Lakers now, really, all of their drives so far have been killed on just mental mistakes. That first fumble recovery that gave up their first 6 points of the game, and then there, huge play to Kent, and then an interception thrown. Let's see what Solvay does. Tarbell yet to touch the ball for play, as Tarbell is electric with the ball in his hands. And they haven't been able to get it to him in the slot. And that's where if you can't throw it to him, just hand it to him and let him do the work. And that was an infraction against the offense there. I'm not sure if it was offsides or what the call was, but nonetheless, it's going to be 1st and 20 now. So it was no, excuse me, it is still 1st and 10. I'm not sure exactly what that call was there. Yeah, and they're giving the ball to Tarbell, and he's gonna get a few yards here on that pickup through the middle. You cannot let Tarbell get loose. If he finds any daylight, he is gone. So the Lakers will be smart here to wrap him up early. It's fine if you give up a couple yards, but you really can't give him any daylight. Let's see if the Bearcats keep him in the backfield or if they put him in the slot. Yeah, he's still in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw another run to Tarbell. Yep, another run to Tarbell, and that looks like it was stuffed at the line of scrimmage from the Lakers. Looks like about a no gain, as there's about 2 minutes and 25 seconds left here in this first quarter. This is going to be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 7. Let's see if the Bearcats are content to run the ball again or if they go for a big chunk play here. Tarbell now in the slot. And Link is going to be covering him. Link is about 10 yards off. This is a pass play. And they pick up a few. I don't believe that's going to move the chains, though. That was to number 18, DePold. Yeah, this is going to be 4th and short. Looks like the Bearcats, nope, they moved the chains. That's going to be 1st down. That was a great find there from Ellsworth. He had to roll out to his left, to his right, and he found DePold there for a 1st down. Huge. Fake handoff to Tarbell. Bowen got it with a pickup of a few. This is going to be 2nd down here and long for the Solvay Bearcats. Oh, and that's another neutral zone infraction. It'll be I'm not sure. I didn't see who moved first. as there were plenty of players in the neutral zone from both teams. Not sure who it's going to get called on. Five seconds here on the play clock. It's going to be interesting to see how Solvay handles this. Yeah, that was a neutral zone infraction on the Lakers. So Solvay here, that second and long turns into a second and short, and they probably will just run this with Tarbell a few times to see if they can get him a first down. Uh-oh, Tarbell's got space. Oh, great tackle. That was great run there from Tarbell. Man, he is fast. This is going to be third down and short. Third down and short for the Bearcats. They were unable to convert there on second down despite neutral zone infraction on the Lakers. Be interesting to see what adjustments get made here. Tarbell has been zipping all over the place, but he hasn't gotten a lot of yards yet. The Lakers have done a nice job of honing in on him, finding him when he has the ball, and completing those tackles. That was a great tackle by Link on that last play. Tarbell is very difficult to wrangle. .25 seconds again on the play clock. The Bearcats seem to be fine, taking their time, really thinking about what offensive sets they want to run here. As the Bearcats want to talk it over here. Third and short, very difficult down. They don't want to make any mistakes here. We're going to take a short break. We will be back after this timeout. Can recover here. They may have to The second quarter here for the Cazenovia Lakers versus the We'll see what the Bearcats opt for here. I believe this is going to be 3rd and 9. You would expect a pass play here, but Tarbell's in the backfield, which if it was a pass play, you would expect him in the slot. Now this is play action. Ellsworth's going to take it himself. Huge tackle, Kent. Wow, huge tackle from Kent. He breaks that tackle. He's got a first down. Well done by Andrew Kent there, saving that play for the Lakers. This is going to be 4th and short, and the Bearcats are going to go for it here. That's going to be a timeout called by the Solvay Bearcats, as they are going to talk over what they want to do here on 4th and 1. This is a tough down. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Tarbell running it here, or a fake to Tarbell. Ellsworth is not on. This is number 5, Bowen, taking the snap here. Oh, and they're going to try to just push through the line. And Solvay seems to think they've got it. Yeah, and they're going to move the chains on that. Well done by Bowen there. Direct snap right to Bowen. He pushed through. Bowen usually plays wide receiver and linebacker, so I'm not sure exactly why Ellsworth is out of the game and Bowen is in. Hopefully Ellsworth is okay. And this is Bowen taking the snap with Lee in the backfield. Tarbell in the slot, and this is going to be a run for Lee. He's going to pick up a few. This is going to be 2nd down and about 6. Maybe 7. Bit of a short pickup there. Bowen is going to stay in the game at quarterback for the Bearcats. Tarbell in the slot. Oh, this is a passing play. Big look. Wow. That is 18. 6 points. That was just over the head of Vecchiarelli. It looked like Vecchiarelli was going to get his hand on it, but he did not. Huge play there for the Bearcats as DePold brings down a great throw. Great throw from Bowen, and that's complete for 6 points. That's going to be a 12-0 lead here for the Bearcats early in this second quarter. Really well done from the Bearcats. And great job by the offensive line keeping the pocket intact. That gave Bowen enough time for a big throw all the way down the field to DePold. And this extra point is going to be good. This is going to be 13-0 for the Solvay Bearcats, as the Cazenovia Lakers need to go back to the drawing board here, as Hoke, I believe, is not going to come back into this game. They're going to be relying on Hunter Pickard here to play quarterback for them. Let's see if the Lakers can make some adjustments, score some points here. We saw Pickard throw a dime to Kent, and Kent had a huge play, but then on the next play there was an interception which set up that scoring drive there for the Bearcats. So it'll be tough to, it's a tough balance here for the Lakers as they want those passing plays to put pressure on the Bearcats, which opens up the middle of the field for runs. McCall has had some great runs up the middle, and Hoke had some great runs up the middle before he was taken out of the game. But on the other hand, too many passing plays, and you have opportunities for interceptions like the one that we saw. We'll see what the Lakers decide to do here. Solvay is going to be kicking off. I believe we're going to have Link and Kent back to receive. All right, this is going to be a big kickoff from the Bearcats, up 13-0, 9 minutes 41 seconds left here in the second quarter of this ball game. And this is going to go to Link. Link is going to get a chance to return this. Let's see what he can do. This is his first touch of the game, is on this return. And he runs it back. It's maybe the 20, 25-yard line. Can't tell exactly where it is, but a nice return from Link on his first touch of the game. All right, let's see what this Casanova offense has in store. With Pickard at the reins here. See what he can get going here. It'll be interesting to see if they have running plays for Pickard as they had planned for Hoke, or if these are just going to be handoffs to McCall. We've got Rothfeld in the backfield here with Pickard and McCall. Two running back set in the shotgun. They've got Link in motion. That's going to be two Link. He gets his first touch of the game, and that is going to be no gain. So Link now gets the kickoff return and then a nice reverse end around, but he couldn't quite make it to the outside and cut that corner, and that's going to be a no gain, 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 9 here for the Lakers. As I can tell, they're already trying to get creative to make up for lack of starter J.P. Hoke. All right, here we are on second down, 2nd and 9 for the Casanova Lakers. A two running back set in the backfield, and Link in motion again. He's going to go into the slot. This is going to be a run play. This is Rothfeld in the backfield, and he is going to get stopped at the line. Maybe a pickup of 1 on forward progress, but I'm not even sure about that. That may have been a no gain. This Solvay defense is really putting some pressure on Casanova. Really tough to run the ball, and I'm sure Casanova is going to be hesitant to look too deep, as they already have an interception that led to 6 points for the Bearcats. With a too deep safety look. So I think they are more worried about these runs up the middle than they are about passing plays. Now this is going to be a 1 high safety. Big passing play. Pickard finds Link. Nice catch from Link. Nice throw from Pickard as he was in motion rolling out to his right. Casanova picks up a few there. This is going to be 4th and maybe 3. Looks like the special teams are headed out. This is going to be a punt for Casanova. This is going to be a 3 and out. They got the ball moving there, but couldn't quite move the chains. On their first possession here of the second half, they go 3 and out. And this is DePold back to receive for the Bearcats. He has their 1 offensive touchdown. He may have had their defensive touchdown too, now that I think about it. I'll have to double check that at halftime. But he has at least the 1 receiving touchdown on that huge throw from Bowen. Really good showing from DePold today. All right, let's see what this Bearcats offense tries to do here. They had that huge play. Ellsworth is back in the game. They had the huge play when Bowen threw it down to DePold. Be interesting to see if they use that and know that the Lakers are going to be worried about the deep shot. Tarbell out wide. Usually he's in the slot. He looks to be out wide. This is going to be a run play. I believe that was to Lee. I'm not sure if that was Lee or but that was Lee. Lee with the carry there, and that was short. A gain of maybe one. This is going to be second and long for the Bearcats. Let's see what Ellsworth has here on this second and long. About 7 minutes left here in this second quarter. Solvay up. That was Lee on that great run. The other 7 points from the Bearcats was on a great passing play where Bowen sent it down to DePold, and they were able to make the extra point, and that's how the Solvay Bearcats have their chances. They've been in the red zone 2 or 3 times so far, but they have not been able to get points off of it. Yet, as Solvay's been able to find the end zone, while Cazenovia has not. We'll see here, 1st and 10, as Lee was able to move the chains and pick up the first down there. Nice run, nice strong run from Lee. They are on the 40-yard line, are the Bearcats. Ellsworth under center. Ellsworth ended up running into Lee. I don't think they communicated. It's only going to cost him 2 yards, though, so second and long. But in the grand scheme of things, that could have been a lot worse as far as miscommunications go. That was what caused Cazenovia to give up 6 points early in this game. Solvay only gives up 2 yards on theirs. All right, DePold is out wide, along with Tarbell. Looks like another run play. Oh, this is going to go to Tarbell. He's headed the other way. He's got some daylight, too. Oh, Kent couldn't get off his block. Ends up getting brought down by 88. That's Max Michael, who ends up taking him down. Kent had an opportunity there, but couldn't get off his block. He thinks he was held. But a great run from Tarbell. That misdirection there, as it looked like it was going to be Lee running it to the left side. Tarbell came around on the end around and had some daylight, and he's able to big pickup there. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 33. Cazenovia's 33. They seem to be having a lot of success with this 3 men in the backfield look and just 2 out wide. Yeah, and there they go again. Rothfeld on the stop on the interior there for Cazenovia. That's going to be a short gain or maybe a no gain for the Bearcats. About 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first half. The Cazenovia Lakers are taking on the Solvay Bearcats. All right, this is going to be that same look here with Tarbell and DePold out wide. Pickard is on DePold, and he doesn't seem to be worried about an out route. He's more worried about a crossing route here. And Ellsworth was rolling out to that side. Very curious to see how that would have played out if there hadn't been a whistle and a flag. That's going to be a penalty against the Bearcats. And they are going to be 2nd and 16 here. A loss of 1 on that first down, then a penalty on 2nd. They're going to be added 2nd and 16. Interesting to see here what Ellsworth does, as he has had excellent luck. He is absolutely swallowed up by that Casanova defensive line. They were all over him there. That looked like the same play as it was a designed rollout to DePold's side. I'm not sure if there's a miscommunication. This is going to be Bowen now. On 3rd and 16, Bowen is going to take over the QB duties. Maybe that miscommunication between Ellsworth and DePold. Bowen was the one who threw that long completion to DePold. So points, and then a missed PAT, and then there was a long completion where Bowen was able to find DePold down the left sideline for 6 with a made completion, and that's how we got our 13-0 here so far in this first half. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here in this first half. The Bearcats have the ball. It'll be interesting to see what they try to do here in these final 2 minutes. They don't want Casanova to score before half. So I'm sure that's why they're using up so much clock here, really thinking about what they can do. I'm not sure that they're worried so much about scoring in this half as they are about preventing Casanova from being able to score themselves. Earlier in the game, we saw Ellsworth for the Bearcats, a couple of designed runs and some throws that looked very nice, and then we've seen Bowen in the game for them as well. Bowen was the one who threw down to DePold early in the game. Also, if you're just joining us, starting quarterback for the Lakers, J.P. Hoke, went down early after having a great first quarter. He went down. Senior Hunter Pickard is taking so Casanova is going to want to get the ball back and find a way to get some points here. And Pickard has set up the exact opposite as he was before on Tarbell. Now he's only worried about the post route, not worried about immediately looking for Tarbell as soon as Bowen dropped. Two. or before half. They've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They're going to be running either a no huddle or a very quick offense, as they don't have a lot of time to score here. Play clock is at 40 seconds. They're not going to take much of it. Let's see what they come out with here. I wouldn't be surprised if we run up the middle from McCole to get things going here and open up a play action shot to Kent, as he is 2 for 2 and has been absolutely massive, has Kent been in this game. Remarkable catches. Both of his catches have been huge over 2 defenders. This is going to be Pickard with a run option here. He's got a little bit of daylight, broke 1 tackle. That's going to be a short pickup. Not sure if that was a designed run. For the Solvay Bearcats. We've also seen Lee off the edge get some penetration on this Cazenovia offense. Off here on 13-0. But I believe they're just going to let the clock run out and head to halftime. So when we get to halftime, we're going to take a quick break before we return with a few minutes left until the second half. If you're just joining us, we are live at Cazenovia High School, the Lakers home opener and senior night against the Solvay Bearcats, and we are going to go to halftime with the Bearcats up 13-0 on a fumble recovery touchdown and then a long completion to DePold for 7. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes for second half coverage here from Cazenovia High School. right, we are back for second half action. High school, the Cazenovia Lakers are taking on the Solvay Bearcats. That first half, the Bearcats took a 13-0 lead. There was a fumble recovery by Sam Washington, and he ran in for a touchdown. And then there was a huge completion. Bowen threw a big pass down the left sideline to DePold, who was able to score 6, and the point after was good. And that's how the 13 points for Solvay were scored. Early in that first quarter, quarterback J.P. Hoke for the Cazenovia Lakers went down. Looks like either a knee or an ankle injury. It looks like he's unlikely to return. Senior Hunter took over the quarterback duties, and he had a couple huge ultimately what set up that scoring drive for the Bearcats. So we will be back in about 1 minute for the second half coverage. See if the Cazenovia Lakers can stage a little comeback here with backup quarterback Hunter Pickard at the helm. All right, we are live with second half coverage here as the Cazenovia Lakers home and opener against the Solvay Bearcats. This is senior night for the Cazenovia Lakers, but they are down 13 points in this first half. Looking to get things going in the second half. They'll hope for a 3-and-out against the Bearcats as Cazenovia needs to kick off this second half. Oh, an onside kick. That's recovered. 100% sure who is going to hang on to this ball. Ellsworth now on the sideline. Yeah, and Casanova. The running back, Peter McCall. So if he goes back to being a wide receiver on the inside in the slot, Kent now lined up on the line as a tight end, and he's going to release off of his block. Oh, great block from Kent, and that gives McCall tons of space. Up of maybe one or two for McCall as he the end zone and then got tackled into the end zone. So that's going to be 2 points for Casanova, and Solvay is going to have to punt the ball on the kickoff, which is typically a short kickoff. That was a wild play as McCall looked like he had an opportunity to get in the end zone, or at least very close. Fumbled it. The fumble's recovered by the Bearcats, and then they exit the end zone and then get tackled into the end zone. if you are, the head coach of the Bearcats, that is going to make you upset, as all the Bearcat player had to do was go down on recovering the fumble. No need to get those extra yards, and instead gives up a safety. So now they're going to give up the ball and the field position. And obviously Cazenovia wanted a touchdown there, but a safety is a pretty good outcome. They are now on the board and receiving the ball again. Eating up a fair amount of clock here, about 8 minutes, 30 seconds left here in this third quarter, and Cazenovia's had the ball for all 3.5 minutes, and they're about to get the ball again. The direct snaps to McCole, paying off as he found tons of daylight. Excellent downfield blocking from the receivers of Cazenovia, giving McCole some extra daylight. And I'm sure this is a look that the Bearcats did not prepare for. That's one of the things that happens, when your starting quarterback goes down, all of a sudden you're doing plan B. Not only did you not really plan for plan B, the other team didn't either. And so it's a bit of an even playing field there, where direct snaps to McCole, the Bearcats don't know how to handle, because that wasn't in the scouting report. This is going to be a standard kickoff, not a punt kickoff they're just going to back it up 10 yards. So this is going to be Link and Kent back to receive. Punt, but Link going to have two turns, though. He's got There's 4 out wide here. Yeah, McCole going to take it again. And that's a nice pickup for McCole. At least 2, 3. This is going to be second. And another, and this. Incredible adjusting. In that first half, they were really forced to just treat he was hoped. After this game plan switch by the Lakers. And the Bearcats are back in the 5-2, but Rothfeld again on the read option. McCole gets over to Rothfeld. or 15 or 20 yards. There's a downed player for the Bearcats. recap of what we've seen so far. The first half of the game, the Bearcats were able to recover a fumble and run it in. That was senior Sam Washington, who scored the first 6 points for the Bearcats. And then there was a interception thrown by backup quarterback Hunter Pickard after a huge completion to Kent, which ultimately set up another scoring opportunity for the Bearcats they were able to capitalize on a huge catch from DePold, thrown by Bowen. And that was the entire first half, 13-0. Now in the second half, we've got a totally different Lakers squad as McColl is taking the snaps and running the read option. And he and Rothfeld have been running all over everybody, and some brilliant blocking downfield has opened up all these spaces. And this is some really excellent play. I believe that was Tarbell for the Bearcats who took a hit and he was down, but he looks up and okay. He's on the sideline, but he's moving around well. I believe he'll be okay, and he'll be back in the game in no time. The Lakers here are going to look to put 6 more points on the board, and all of a sudden, this will be a game. McColl taking it again. He's going to take it himself. For the Lakers running attack. The Solvay Bearcats are going to have to figure out what they need to do on their defensive line to switch it up here and prevent these direct snaps to McColl from gaining so many yards so consistently. And the read option to Roth is really what set that up, as he picked up a huge gain that set that up. This is going to be, I believe, senior. Oh, no, I'm not sure if they're going to be going for 2 here, which would make it a 1 field goal game, a 3-point game. Yeah, they're going to go for 2 here. As getting 1 more point just makes it a 4-point game. It's currently a 5-point game. In either event, they would need another touchdown. He is doing it all right now for the Lakers. Incredible. And just like that, in the first 2 possessions, the Lakers pick up 10 points. So they recover an onside kick, then get a safety off of a recovered fumble that ended up, the Bearcat player ended up getting tackled into the end zone. And then they just march down the field on some great runs by McColl and a great read option to Rothfeld, who was just running people over, wonderful blocking downfield, and all of a sudden, it is a 3-point game here as the Bearcat lead has diminished from 10-3. Well done by the Lakers here in this second half. This adjustment by the coaching staff really setting up the Lakers for success. Incredible play. The Lakers are now going to kick off again. It would be rather bold to do another onside kick, so I imagine this will be a standard kick. If the Lakers go for another onside kick, that would be an incredible move from head coach Kyle Martin. I believe this will be a standard kickoff here, unless they don't care about field position and they're just willing to take the risk. Yeah, this is going to be a standard kickoff here for the Cazenovia Lakers, as they are going to count their blessings on their slow to get up. He's an important piece of this Bearcat offense and defense. He's huge on defense as he gets to the quarterback early and often, and then offensively, he's their running back. So hopefully he's okay. The Lakers staying in a 3-4 defense here. And they've got Rothfeld behind the line 3 out wide and 1 in the backfield for the Bearcats. This is a passing play. Oh, yeah, that's Tarbell. That's Tarbell. Oh, wow. Hopefully Tarbell is okay. The way he got open on that play was a sight to behold. He is incredibly fast. As he's still down, I'm sure the Bearcats are hoping that he is okay, as we all are. That was a nice pass from Ellsworth, but it was just a little long. We're going to take a quick break here as Tarbell is tended to. We will be back in 1 moment. All right, we are back with third quarter coverage here of the Cazenovia Lakers against the Solvay Bearcats. There's about 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter. The Lakers are down 3 points, 10-13. We just had senior Russell Tarbell needed help getting off the field. We hope he's okay. He's a huge part of this Bearcat team. So we are hoping that he is going to be okay. It looked like a non-contact injury, which can be dangerous. Wow, that's a great little shovel pass there. This is going to be third down here. That first down was that play to Tarbell where he ended up going down. And then second down, they gained 5. So here we are, 3rd and 5. Would not surprise me if this was another passing play. Ellsworth, he'll take it himself. Wow, picked up early. Linebacker Rob. This is going to be Kent back to receive this punt. That had been Link's job earlier in the game. Kent going to take a crack at it here. Kent is extremely fast. It'll be interesting to see. He's not going to get any daylight here, though, as Solvay is quickly closing on that. And that rolls really quite favorably for the Bearcats. The Cazenovia Lakers are going to be about the 20-yard line here, headed the other way. Let's see if they can keep that offense moving with those direct snaps to McColl. Worked incredibly well in the beginning of the third quarter. It'll be interesting to see if they stick with that and if Solvay makes any defensive adjustments here, although they have lost one of their most important defenders in Tarbell. He is really one of their strongest defensive backs. See if Cazenovia tries to take advantage. They may look for a running or for a passing play. And this is going to be McColl to the left side, running the read option, gets it to Rothfeld. Rothfeld looking to get to the outside. Defensive change by Solvay was that Coach Kyle Martin saw, where he decided he could open up that read option play, but it's working incredibly well.
Hey, defense, watch that option.
Let's see if Cazenovia tries to run it again. They've had great success with it early in this game, and we haven't even really seen McColl take. Cole. Ten or maybe more yards without that tackle. Great stop. (13-10) on the home Cazenovia Lakers. Here's the read. Oh, McColl's going to take it. Oh, he's got a first down and more. Great run by McColl. That was a pickup. Not sure if that means that he will take a snap here or if they'll keep it with McColl. I'm not sure why they would go away from McColl since it's working so well. I imagine they'll stick with him, and Pickard will be out wide. Let's see what they do, though. Yeah, this is going to go to McColl. Pickard out wide. And we haven't really seen a passing play in this second half since the... That's coming up short. Oh, and that's almost picked. Danath, I'm not sure who almost picked that off. That throw came up short from McColl. Came out of his hand wrong. Looked like there was a flag on the play, though. Not. Oh, and that's going to go against the Solvay Bearcats. Cazenovia's going to get a fresh set of downs. Wow, so on that missed throw by McColl, there's an offensive, or excuse me, a defensive. We are 1st and 10. McColl in the shotgun, Rothfeld next to him, and that read option has been wonderful in this third quarter. And there, oh, that was people covered, and McCall wanted to shovel it over to Rothfeld, but he was covered, and so he had to eat that from Irons. Great tackle from Irons. He read that play perfectly. This is going to be 2nd and 15. That's a big loss from Casanova, loss of 5. This is going to be tough. This is passing down territory. They will run it, though. McCall gets a little bit of daylight, not much. We'll have to see what adjustments get made here. As now there's a flag on the play. And the ball is moving back here. This is 2nd and 20 at least, maybe even more than that. I wouldn't be surprised if Pickard took this. So no, he's going to stay out wide. Casanova may just be thinking, let's pick up some yards here and be in good field position to punt. 25 yards is a long way to go. Oh, McCall, he's got tons of daylight though. Oh boy. I don't believe that's a first down, but he picked up at least 15. Yeah, now it's 3rd and still a passing down. They're going to need a large pickup here, but that's a heck of a lot better. And the Bearcats really want this ball back, as they have only had one offensive possession in this entire quarter. There's 37 seconds left. It goes to Rothfeld. Rothfeld's looking to pass it. Incomplete. Yeah, that pass incomplete to Link. I think there's a flag on the field. Unclear what the call is going to be. Rothfeld thinks it's going to go against the Bearcats. Or excuse me, defensive pass interference. All right, let's see what Casanova does here as they get another first down. Minute and 27 seconds left here. The Solvay Bearcats are up by 3, 13-10 over the home Casanova Lakers. McCall had his helmet ripped off there. Yeah, and McCall is going to need a second here to get his helmet situated. Anytime a helmet comes off, that player has to go to the sideline to get checked out. And now I believe Rothfeld is now going to be taking snaps. So this is the 4th quarterback we have seen. He throws a screen pass. McColl back, which is good news for the Lakers. All right, McColl going to take this snap. No, this is still Rothfeld taking the snap. He's going to be looking. This is a passing down. Oh, he's looking to run. Oh, he throws it. Oh, and he hits McColl. Wow! And McColl's in. That's McColl's second touchdown. Unbelievable play from the Cazenovia Lakers. McColl has been everywhere. He's been throwing the ball, he's been running the ball, and now he has a receiving touchdown. A.J. Rothfeld has been picking up yards on the ground, now has a passing touchdown. Incredible play, and now the Lakers take the lead by 3, 16-13. They're going to look to extend it to 4. And is going to stay 16-13 in the favor of the home Cazenovia Lakers. What a second half this has been from the Lakers. They look like a totally different team. Once Hoke went down early, they looked like they were very flat, weren't sure what to do. Huge game plan changes by this Cazenovia coaching staff that's really opened the game up for the Lakers. The game script totally changed. McColl took direct snaps. He was all over the place, finding yards in the middle and the outside. They started running the read option, getting Rothfeld involved, and he had huge chunk plays as well. And this Cazenovia coaching staff has really put the team in a position to win, as they now have a 3-point lead with 53 seconds left in this third quarter. Wow. What a third quarter this has been for the Cazenovia Lakers. Cazenovia started off. I was talking so much about the game plan change, I forgot. The reason they had the ball early in the second half is because of an onside kick. So credit that to a brilliant kick from Link, and also an incredibly bold choice by the coaching staff of the Lakers to get this game back in their grasps. And they've done just that. This is going to be Link kicking off. We still have not seen Tarbell back in the game. He might be out for this game. That's going to make it tough for the Bearcats, as he is just an absolute weapon on offense for them. Lee has been great running the ball, and Ellsworth has had some really nice throws. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to complete this and score here, as Cazenovia has really put the pressure on and taken the lead. Here's a passing play. Looking downfield. Oh. It's like Ellsworth has just been a little long on several passes here. If he can rein it in, they're great route running by the Bearcats, but they haven't been able to turn it into points other than that huge play earlier in the game where DePold was able to break free deep, and he scored a touchdown. That was the lone offensive touchdown for the Bearcats. Their other touchdown was when Washington ran in a fumble recovery. right, Solvay on 2nd and 15. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. That was a little bit of a blown cut. Oh, they got bailed out. It ended up Lakers turns into a 5-yard loss for the Bearcats. DePold is back in the game. He has their lone offensive touchdown. Interesting to see if Ellsworth can hit one to DePold and maybe pick up some chunk yardage here, as they've got 30 yards to go. 2nd and 30 for the Bearcats. This will require a miracle. Wow, and that's another loss. This is going to be maybe 35 yards. All right, let's see what Solvay does here. This is the type of situation where you may just want to run the ball. They're going to wait for the fourth quarter here. Be interesting to see if they opt to run the ball just to take a little bit of pressure off and just get a little bit better field position for the punt. Give their punter a little bit more space, or if they try to eat up some chunk yards with a big pass play. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll have our coverage of the fourth and final quarter here as the Cazenovia Lakers at home on senior night are up by 3 over the Solvay Bearcats. All right, we are live for fourth quarter coverage here. Solvay on the 8-yard line and a long way to go. He's going to run it here. Is that ball out? The Lakers are excited. Cats in better position to punt, ends up being a fumble recovery for the Lakers. They're going to have the ball on the 7 with a chance to take a much larger lead here. They could get a 10-point lead here if they can score this touchdown and kick the extra point. So the Lakers up by 3, opportunity to get 6 more. McCall takes the ball, gives it to Rothfeld. Rothfeld running in, and he is at the running it plenty from the quarterback position. But Rothfeld lined up next to him. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another Rothfeld run here, as he's so hard to take down and really impossible to take down in the backfield. You know he's going to gain yards, so I wouldn't be surprised if this Casanova coaching staff calls another run for Rothfeld. McColl's going to take it himself, and he's in. McColl with his one more on a PAT. I believe Casanova will kick this. I'm sure the Bearcats feel like they're beating themselves here in this second half, as that fumble was just at the worst possible time. Casanova's going to go for 2. They want an 11-point lead here. So that way, oh, and they get it, Kent! And field goal will not tie the game. A bold call there. I suppose the Casanova coaching staff thought it was important enough to get an 11-point lead that it was worth only having a 9-point lead, as that's still a 2-possession game. In either event, it pays off here. And Casanova has an 11-point lead with 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. What a turnaround here for the Lakers. They put up 24 points in the first 13 minutes of the second half. In the first 12, which was the third quarter, and then the first minute of the fourth quarter, they score more. As Casanova is now going to kick off again. Lakers are putting on a little bit of show here in the second half on senior night. And they will kick off again. They have secured an onside kick early to start off the second half, in fact. And they've had the same formation ever since then, making Solvay decide whether they're going to kick it onsides or a traditional downfield kick. And it's going to be a downfield kick. No surprise here, up by 11. All you need to do is win the field position game, and you will be victorious. Kickoff by Link. Fielded by DePold. He's got a little bit of... Looks like Solvay is moving back, so I believe that call is going to be against Solvay. Very likely holding. Four to 13. If you're just joining us, the tale of the first half was Solvay up by 13 on a fumble recovery touchdown and a long passing play. And then the second half has belonged to the Casanova Lakers, as they have put up 24 points in 13 minutes. This is going to be a run play. Solvay now 2nd and 18 on that huge backfield by McCall. That is a nice run there. That was Lee breaking a few tackles, making it really hard on that Cazenovia defense. He is so difficult to bring. And this is going to be Bowen taking this snap for the Bearcats. Let's see what the Bearcats have in store here. 3rd and 6, about 6 or 7. Traditionally a passing down. We'll see what they go with here. Bowen threw that one touchdown to DePaul early in the game. There's going to be a whistle. All right, so there was an issue there with the play clock that they are getting sorted out on the field now. I believe there will not be a penalty called. I believe there was going to be a delay of game penalty, but there was an issue with the game clock. So it is still going to remain 3rd and 7 here for the Bearcats. Let's see what the Bearcats have drawn up here. And if this Cazenovia defense can hold them, this would be great field position for the Lakers. If they force a punt here from the Bearcats, they're going to get the ball just past midfield with another opportunity to score. This Peter McCall-led offense has been unstoppable. So I'm sure the Solvay Bearcats really want to keep the ball out of the Lakers' hands, as they need several scoring possessions here. And giving the ball to the Lakers is not what they want. Bowen in the shotgun. Gives it to Lee. Lee's going to run it. Wow. Huge run from Lee. Still going. Wow. What a run from Lee. Incredible. Lee just decided, we are not punting, we are moving the chains. And he just moved everyone out of his way, picked up 8 or 9 yards there. What a run. There's Lee again on the carry, and he's going to have a nice pickup, nice little gain of 3 or 4 on 1st down. Makes life on 2nd and 3rd down. Here's Bowen. He's going to take it himself. Swallowed up in the backfield. There was a host of Lakers players there. There's going to be a foul on the play. All it's going to be. The refs are talking it over. Yeah, that's going to be headed back. Let's see. It was 3rd and about 5. refs are talking it over with head coach. Not sure. Can't quite hear the ref, so I'm not sure exactly what the call was. I believe it was a personal foul, as Bowen now has a lot of work to do on third down. The board says 3rd and 16. It looks to me like more like 3rd and 20. So that probably was a 15-yard personal foul, and it's very likely 3rd and 20, 3rd and 21. Yeah, 3rd and 22. The scoreboard was just updated. So if you're just joining us, 24-13, the Cazenovia Lakers are up over the Solvay Bearcats. The second half has belonged to the Lakers, as Solvay now has 22 yards to go. A big downfield play, and that's going to be swatted down there by Link. Big. So the first half was all Bearcats. Second half has been all Lakers. And at this point, it seems like the Lakers can do no wrong, as it is now 4th and 22. And the Bearcats are going to be forced to punt. Although the Lakers seem to be in a prevent here, expecting, I believe a timeout's going to get called here. There seems to be a bit of confusion. Two-plus possession game here. The Bearcats probably are thinking they don't have enough time to get the ball back. They would really need a 3-and-out from the Lakers, which the Lakers have not had a 3-and-out since the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the second quarter, but certainly the first half. This third and fourth quarter, second half here for the Lakers, they have just been running all over the Bearcats. So the Bearcats may be thinking they've got to go for it here. Although 4th and 22, this is going to require a miracle. I would probably punt and go for a 3-and-out and get the ball back in about the same place, but this is a tough situation here for Solvay. Not sure how they're going to handle it. Yeah, the Lakers still in a prevent. I mean, the Bearcats look like they're going to punt, but oh no, they are punting. And that is a high but relatively short punt, and the Lakers are going to have the ball at about the 40. I mean, 22 yards on 4th down was going to be just about impossible, as the Lakers could be in that prevent. And you really just got to work for a 3-and-out here. Hope to get the ball back and score quickly. This is a tall task here for the Bearcats, and they really need a I believe we'll have 2nd and about 8, certainly 2nd and long. And the ball is on the 33-yard line. Rothfeld going to take snaps again. Cazenovia keeping the Bearcats on their toes with all of these switches here. Very hard for the Bearcats to keep track of what's going to happen when there have been 4 different people taking snaps. Rothfeld's going to take it himself. That's going to move the chains. And this game is getting further away. I mean, now they are easily in field goal range, and this is just a really tough situation. And now McColl's got it, and it's going to be a direct snap to McColl. He's going to run it, and he picks up 5-6 yards. Ball pops out, but I believe the play is called dead. That was Ryan Tarbell. From McColl. Yeah. There's a flag on the play. That look from the Bearcats. There were about 3 or 4 players immediately pointing when they got out there. Not sure exactly what they saw, but they will make a change here. On 2nd and 5, it is 24-13. The Cazenovia Lakers are up on the Solvay Bearcats. The first half was all Solvay. They ended the first half 13-0, but this second half has been all Lakers as they have scored 24 points very rapidly in this second half, totally taken over with the direct snaps to the running backs, McColl and Rothfeld. They have had instant offense that the Bearcats have had trouble. Just about every run from the Lakers in this second half has gone for positive yardage. And they're even able to pick up chunk plays. Rothfeld and McColl regularly going for 9 to 15 yards. So the Bearcats going to have to switch something up here. Let's see what they come in with out of this timeout. And this is a big down here. If the Lakers pick this up, that is going to be huge. And it's already going to be very difficult for the Bearcats to come back in this game as they need the ball at least 2 times. And if Cazenovia scores again, this game is likely out of reach. Rothfeld takes it. Oh, and that moves the chains. Oh, and he's just short of. These will be runs up the middle. Cancel that Rothfeld gain. Not going to count. It is going to be second. And that. Rothfeld looking for Link in the flat there on the screen pass. That screen pass from Rothfeld. Now it will be 3rd and 15. And the Lakers, because of that penalty, are now likely outside of field goal range. Although a pickup of 8 or 10 yards would probably put them back in field goal range. I'm not sure exactly how far they are confident with Link kicking field goals. And the read option to Rothfeld, he cuts it back inside. He picks up All right, and the Lakers are going to go for it here as they don't want to kick a field goal, and punting doesn't make sense when you are this close, so they are going to go for it here. This is 4th down and about 10, and they may just be looking to yards as they can to make it as difficult on the Bearcats as possible. if they can pin the Bearcats at their own 5. Oh, and he gets sacked in the back. That's the middle. No. Here. $11-point game. If you're just joining us, the home Casanova Lakers up 24-13 here on senior night, the home opener for the Lakers. The first half ended with the Bearcats up 13-0, and the second half has been all Lakers, and that's how we're at 24-13 in favor of the Lakers. Bowen is going to remain the quarterback for the Bearcats with Lee next to him. Lee had some incredible runs earlier in the game. He is really hard to deal with when he gets going downhill. And there he is. And that'll move the chains and then some. That's about a 10 or 11 yard gain there. All right, and let's see what Solvay has queued up here as the clock kept running, as it did not go out of bounds and was not an incomplete pass. This is a fake to Lee. Read well by Casanova, though. Not a lot of room to go. And that'll be maybe a 2-yard gain on forward. Here. So maybe a deep shot is what we will see next for the Solvay Bearcats. Now under 3 minutes left in this game. This is 2nd and 9 for Solvay on their own 36. Let's see what they can pick up here. The pass. Oh, great pass. Great pass, great catch. That was DePold there. Casanova ended up with the ball there. I didn't see what happened. I think this is going to remain with Solvay. The catch was made by DePold. Still confusion on the field. I didn't see what happened there. It looked like a completion to the Bearcats, but Casanova seems to think they're going to have the ball, and the Solvay body language looks as though they think they've lost it. Go to Casanova. Recovered by Casanova and headed the other way. I apologize. I was looking at the scoreboard there and didn't really see exactly what happened. To my eye, it was a completion by Solvay, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, such that now it is Laker ball. There is 2 minutes and 30 seconds here for the Lakers, and I think they are about 1 first down away. Okay, and all that, and I am totally wrong. It is Solvay ball. My apologies, folks. Confusion on the field. It is now going to be 2nd and 7 for Solvay. They're going to be looking deep for DePold. Link breaks that up. Nice play. Looks like he wants to stay on the field. was a heck of a throw there by Bowen, but Link was all over it. He covers so much ground as a safety. Still not sure exactly what happened on that play I missed, folks. The Solvay team seemed to think that the ball was caught and the play was dead. This is going to be 3rd and 7. Broken the leg. The Bearcats are running out of time here, running out of chances. 4th and 7. A turnover here will just about do it. Solvay really needs a first down here to keep this game going. A turnover here, and the Lakers are going to be able to run out the clock with just about 1 first down. And that is completed. Number and that does move the chains, keeping the Bearcats alive. 2 minutes left here to go in the game. The Cazenovia Lakers on senior night, up by 24-13, did all of their damage in the second half, where Solvay did all of their damage in the first half. Really a tale of two halves here, folks. What a game this has been here. Both teams showing flashes of brilliance, but the Lakers ultimately able to put up more points. Here's Bowen dropping back. He's looking deep, and that's going to be just back. And that will just about do it, folks, as the Lakers are going to run out the clock here. I'm sure they'll run the ball a couple times and then run out the clock and take their 11-point win here over the Solvay Bearcats. McCall going to take the snap here. Rothfeld. Was that Rothfeld? I believe. Yeah, I believe that was Sanders with the run there. And he picked up about 5 on that play. 2nd and 5 here. And here comes Andrew Falso in on the offensive line. And out goes Olkowski. Here's going to be McCall. And this is going to be Sanders again, and he's got more daylight. The Lakers. And senior Carter Lee is going to check out for the Solvay Bearcats after a huge game on the ground from Lee. He had some incredible runs and some huge defensive stops. A true force here for the Bearcats tonight. And he checks out of the game. McCall going to take another snap here. 40 seconds left in this game. And there goes Sanders again. And that is going to end the game here, folks. The Cazenovia Lakers at home against the Solvay Bearcats, and they win the game 24-13 on some wonderful, wonderful coaching adjustments in the second half. The Lakers score 24 points in the second half, an onside kick, and they have a wonderful, wonderful first win of the season at home on senior night against Solvay. All right, we are going to sign off here, folks. Hope you enjoyed the coverage tonight.